Access by members of derived classes. The members of a derived class have access to the public members of the base class, but not to the private members of the base class. So this is logically allowing access to all private members of a class merely by creating a derived class would circumvent the idea of private members. Access specifiers for class members. Access specifiers. So this is the access specifier and this is the description for the specifier. Private. So this is accessible by self. And protected, it is accessible by self, derived classes and other classes in the same package. And public, accessible by self, derived classes and everyone else. And no specifier, that means accessible by self and other classes in the same package. Protected member access. Members of a class may have their access specified as public or private. A third access specifier is protected, which provides access to derived classes and all classes in the same package, but not by anyone else. Packages are discussed in detail elsewhere, but for our purposes, a package can be thought of as the directory in which program files are located. Class definitions. The keyword public in a class definition, like public class, derived class, specifies a class's visibility in other classes in the program. So, for example, public, a class can be used by every class in the program regardless of the package in which either is defined. And if no specifier is there, then a class can be used only in other classes within the same package known as package private. Overriding member methods. So when a derived class defines a member method that has the same name and parameters as a base class's method, the member method is set to override the base class's method. So the override annotation is placed above a method that overrides a base class method. So the compiler verifies that an identical base class method exists. So an annotation is an optional command beginning with the symbol that can provide the compiler with information that helps the compiler to detect errors better. Overriding versus overloading. Overriding versus overloading. When two or more methods in the same class have the same name but different parameters, it is called overloading. And when the method signature, like the name and parameters are the same in the superclass and the child class, it's overriding. This is the only thing where overriding differs from overloading. And in overriding, a derived class member method takes precedence over a base class member method with the same name and parameter types. Overloading is performed if derived and base member methods have different parameter types. The member method of the derived class does not hide the member method of the base class. Calling a base class method. So an overriding method can call the overridden method by using the super keyword. The super keyword is a reference variable used to call the parent class's method or constructors. Thank you.